than gold, whiter than snow, deeper than the ocean, wider than the sea.
This is where I started.
indeed Mbukeli lona ngumnyaka wethu ngumnyaka wokukhunjulwa nguSimakatha. I do not know what you're going through. Angathi umnyaka ungene njani kuwo Mbukeli wa 2024, but I know one thing. Usilungulu simkhondako as a faithful God. Whatever that has been going on in your life uNkulunkulu utakhanyisela Mbukeli egcineni utawuphuma nawe umoyitela egcineni utawuphumelela konke kutakhambela kahle. It is another beautiful program Mbukeli iGospel Impact. Ibito lami ngengibali ngwakasemelani umnguni impembe ndlebe zemchwane kanti lolu hlelo lapho khona Mbukeli sivubisa nomtsala wethu insuku ngadodwa ingoma ke siphinze sihlale phasi naye ama gospel artists alapha ekhaya kuva kabandi ukuthi baqale njani in the music industry nokuthi batibona kuphi in the next coming years. But guess what, on today's show we have mkhuluma ngomkhaya wami ngikhuluma ngaye SUKZ wakasukade Mbukeli, a very interesting talented pastor, is also a man of God. Isihloko esikhulumisana naye about the things that he does. We know that and we appreciate him, artist Edfu, but today we're going to touch base on the people that work behind the scene. Ngikhuluma behind the scene Mbukeli ngikhuluma nga people that write the songs, people that produce, people that mix. I know that I'm going to learn a lot from today's episode. We're going to talk to Siyage today Mbukeli about that as a person who writes and also produces a lot of artists. Sukati, thank you so much for being with us namhla ehlelweni iGospel Impact once again.
Thank you so much to you and also to the viewers. Gospel Impact, I really appreciate the opportunity ukuthi nami ngifike as liswati lelitayela ekhaya. And then also by the grace of God ngakhona ukuthi ngiqale konke kuqale la khaya, and then bese ke kuchithekela emhlabeni ngaphandle and get my talent to be recognized out there.
Yes. Talking about talent, and talking about Swati, siphuma ingomeni lemnanzi kakhulu ngoma yaLinda Dlamini, our own brother who's doing amazing in terms of the gospel industry. People don't know that, maybe they do, but just to tell people that you are the person that actually wrote the song Lesphuma Kuyo. And we are talking about the people that work behind and put together what we see So that, how did the song come about, and how did you know ukuthi le ngoma lena ifanele Linda Dlamini?
Actually, the way it happened, we co-wrote the song na Linda Dlamini. So we didn't know each other, and then 2017 he calls me very early. It was a Saturday morning, I think around 5. And then uyangfonela, hey Puti sawubona, hey ngesikukuvusa, Linda Dlamini waseswatini. And there's just this song that I want to ngisite kuyo, and then probably then maybe sikhulume ukuthi ungangisita kanjani going forward. And then at 8 I woke up, and then ngayilalela ngoma. He had just written the first phase, lona ngomnyaka wethu, khunjulwa amazulu ngomnyaka wethu. Then I had to put in the verses, sikhonyane besifikile and all that and stuff, and then we combined the whole melody, and it became a wonderful song. And then from Lapo, then we did the first live recording Yake Linda.
Yes.
Because the other one had failed a year before, but then now Sendage Lenage Lape Woodlands. It was an amazing experience. And the song became big, because I already knew that the song has a potential. But the drive, the artist, and also the platforms that we got. So I took him through, one gospel, all that and stuff, about Trace Gospel, one KZN, Soweto TV and all that, then Nifaka Lengoma, and also the radio stations, just to make sure that it gets appreciated. And he was very cooperative. We've worked since then until today. Solo Siyasebenda and I also go the company Bufedziwe Communications.
Yeah. Talking about the part of writing, I know a lot of people watching right now, but you know SUKZ Amati as an artist, and what came first, the writing, or it came together at the same time? Because we know that now when you're singing with Spirit of Praise, and you also sing in church before you even joined Spirit of Praise a long time ago. Just take us through that. What came first, the love? Was standing in front of the microphone, or it was just writing and then everything avele ahlangan?
What came first, obviously, was the singing. It was the singing, and then started in the church, and then I grew fond of the singing part, and I was leading praise and worship, and then thereafter met Bo Maphangisa Dlamini, Bo Mtutuziawa, Bo Sabelo Masugu, Bonziga Fagutse, Bo Tulan Jangase, started to hear them, singing different songs that were not used, I was not used to. And then when I asked them, they say, no, but Pali, So I remember in my days then, early 90s, I actually sought assistance from Mapangisa Ngembuta because Mapangisa was the then lead singer, Christ Heralds. Banabo Tomlin was playing keyboards then for them, and then I would go to an institute, and then you would teach me a few things, and then Sebenza Nabostelo Kumalo. Then came along Gutowendiwa redemption story, the first project redemption story, Magambigiza. Then I connected with him, then started to follow him through and all that, and developed the interest while singing, developed the interest with how can I write songs. Then I started a group called Living for Christ. And then we were singing some of the songs, Shinja sent them a rearrangement, obviously Kalalap.
Yes.
We rearrange other songs that are known, and then you add up a few spices here and there. But then I wrote a song, I remember it.
Nkaya, you doing? I know. Just by you saying that, I feel like I'm just really red carpet because you've done a lot. Can you quickly go to your song and then I'm going to talk about that part? Because I know you've done amazing jobs. Like the names you just dropped, it just tells a lot. Ukuthi you've been in the industry for long. SUKZ. Right now we're going to go ingoma inakhe mnanzi kakhulu ingoma lethi angekho perfect. Itfokotele Mbukelo.
Ngazingela manu wasesusi izono zami Jesu singaphansiwe ngazingela manu wasesusi izono zami Yacela bankwele singaphansiwe ngazingela manu wasesusi izono zami Singaphansi zona Yacela bankwele
than gold, whiter than snow.
Welcome back, Mbukeli with Eswatini TV. You are watching Gospel Impact. Namhla ehlelweni and njengengishito phambilini Mbukeli ukuthi we are going to be talking to a very talented man of God, walapha ekhaya eSwatini Mbukeli, who's doing amazing jobs, especially in terms of writing and producing. He's worked with a lot of people. Siphuma ke ngomeni yakhe lethi Angikho Perfect. SUKZ, ingoma yakho, you did mention that you write for people, but this is a song that you actually wrote for yourself.
Yes. It's a song that I wrote for myself.
Mkhaya ukuthi lena ke tahlatshela ngemi yamle angiphi imbali angiphi linda angiphi bali yamle.
Actually, the funny part about this song is that we were at the studio in Johannesburg.
Yes.
Senda I production ya sis Kainsile. Kainsile Mien.
Yes.
Umga Mzwake Mien.
Yes.
So we're doing a production yake. So I was one of the producers there. So then on the break, then I'm like, there's this song, man, that I have, I'm not sure who to give and stuff, but I think maybe I would want to sing it. So Yabuta Toby is the engineer, it's in, and then I sing it, and then it starts to play and all that. So then eventually, then he was like, no, man, let's just do it. So we set up a day, and then I came there, the studio, organized the vocalist, there, and then we did the song. And then that's how it came about. But the theme of the song came about, I was preaching a message about forgiveness, the anatomy of forgiveness, how Christ forgave us, how God, laid himself as a sacrificial lamb for our sins.
Yeah.
Romans 5, 8, where it says, God demonstrated his love by that while we were sinners, Christ died for us. So, ngikhuluma ngenzaba ukuthi, bazalwane bathanza kuchachana and bakuvusele macala, and then bakhumbule tono takho, all the mistakes that you've done. So then I came with this provocative song to say, Angikho Perfect. Yeah.
How was the reception, Mkhaya? Because now that you're saying there are people that look at mbali this and but same very
one attorney from Wala Swatini Padusebenzela Limpopo, I won't mention the name, and then he inboxed me and said, hey, song Pescali man, laka lo maging ngimdlela le ngoma laka ukuthi cela ngakukhumbula. So the reception has been amazing. Yeah, the reception has been amazing. I'm still gonna do a live because I'm just putting together my file. I call it Licilong according to SUKZ.
That's
so
nice.
I'm just putting together all my songs. Already sung by other artists, and then also new songs that I've actually written. So I want to do a big show where I will call various artists to just come sing other songs, and then I sing the rest of the songs, and also do a reunion with our group, Saqala Ngayo, Inhuman.
Yeah. You were just talking about your group that you started. Just tell us more about that before we went for an air break. That you wrote a song and you started a
it was a group of just young people, very ambitious, and they had a zeal for the love of the Lord. We loved singing and all that, so we started the group. We were from different churches, but we were staying almost in a same radius, So we started to sing, and we appreciate Mfundisi Matsebula, FEA. They gave us an opportunity. Bishop Nash, Apostle Samnenge, they all gave us the opportunity to sing. And then also I would never forget Bonziga, Nabosabelo. They started a Kamanagna Akaswa. And then besides Akaswa, then there was the GAP. It was an association called GAP, Gospel Artist Promotion. So they were organizing big events, where Lundi first came to Eswatini, and then we were part of that.
Nice.
So a convention center while Emma shows Sawendela Kona Lamakun. So then the talent grew from there. I started to write beautiful songs, Bongo Sipamandla and all that and stuff. Eswatini TV, loved our group, so you would air us most often, to miss. So the talent grew from there, and then New Men came about, and then we enjoyed music there. One of the people that I will never forget in my life, Tutu Ziziawa, got to teach me a whole lot of things in the studio, how to do a production and all that and stuff, Tom Lean taught me a lot about the music industry in terms of, the instrumentation and stuff, different sounds, because he was playing keys. And then also Bo Mapangisa, Bo PD Manana, they taught us about the disciplines of being in the industry, you know, Baba Bo Lukwabe, Bo, you know, yeah, because then to the next figure industry, figure about Timothy.
Yeah.
You know, Timothy Mien, but Kamgandwin, you know, was Tabil and all that. You know, Bomanlekas already there, man's in Crusade, Bomage, Hazel, you know. So yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing, yeah. So I've worked with different talents, and it was wonderful.
Yes. So, the music video that is playing now, it's people that you also worked with. Just tell us more about that time of your life. What was going on, and because man, the names are dropping, and now I know they are seeing the amazing working, I know, on their screens.
Yeah, here is the Redemption Story, their latest album that they did 2016. Lana beseng Kala Gutrina, you know, those after the Kululu Kobo and all that, Bozaza and stuff. Yeah, but so here I was already full time and a fully branded songwriter in SA. You know, I started to get calls from different artists, William Sichake and all that.
Yes.
Saloma Lite, you know, Spirit of Praise. Already I was doing I was part of the production team for Spirit of Praise. You know, so then I came here specifically because the project. They had one mag, and then also na Lope Records.
Yes.
Yeah, Lolo and Mahala Lo Gospel Classics.
Yes.
Yeah, so he was actually heading this production.
Yes.
So I had to write songs about. I wrote about 70% of the production here, Redemption Story. So one of the hits, Niole Uyang Tanza Chess.
Amen.
And I loved the voice, yeah. Mage Londi.
Yes.
Londi, I mean.
Yes.
So I loved her voice when she was backing. So I realized that she has this traditional voice, and then I remembered that, oh, there's this song that I wrote, let me test drive it with her, and then she just killed it. The first time she rehearsed it, she killed it, and that's the song that gave her the break.
That's nice.
In the industry today. Guna Londi Wedi,
Yeah.
because of that song.
Yeah.
You know, so then from there, then we started to work on her EP. Yeah, I assisted at the first EP recording. Then I was the one that actually worked with her, produced it, and then Sai released it. And it sold well. It had a positive vibe. Also,
it means whatever you touch, Mkai, turns into gold.
I've never been a part of a production
That
and it never sold well. Yeah.
Mbogeli is still watching Gospel Impact song na SUKZ. Right now we're going to enjoy this beautiful song, Mbogeli Redemption Story. To enjoy.
Whiter than snow. Purer than gold, whiter than snow.
Mbogeli, if you've just tuned in, lelo hlelo lakho iGospel Impact, hlelo lapho khona simdvumisa lo mdzala wetinsuku ngato tingoma siphindze sihlale phansi nawo ama-artist. Mbogeli, kuva kabanti ukuthi baqale njani in the music industry nokuthi batibona kuphi in the next coming years. So today on the show, as ihlelo Gospel Impact, we decided to just talk to the people that work behind the artists that we love and appreciate. Sathi ke namuhla sikhulumisane nabo and here ukuthi kahle kahle kuhlangana njani size sibone the people that we see esimbonile nje Linda wakadlamini sayibona nayo Redemption Story sikhulumisana naye SUKZ ke Mbogeli who's here to tell us more about the work that he does. I think one thing that I like about you, Mkhaya, is that you're not focusing on one thing. I think a lot of people, I learn Guweshem every day we have a conversation. I pick something, and I want
Marvelous
Emma
to hear
Swati to do that, because you sing, you preach, you work, productions, you write, you everywhere. How important is that? I'm just a presenter, just sit here and about to cut and then I go home. How important, even the artists and people that are watching at home, ufunze other things and not just concentrate on I'm going to stick to that.
I think the most important element in every industry space, Lord Kanzoguyo, putting my zoom into the music industry, is very important that you, especially in the arts, it's very important that you learn to be versatile and have that curiosity mindset, to want to know what happens behind the scene and how do you put a production together. A lot of people watch DVDs, but they don't know what really happens behind the scene. So I go to a stage where, after working with Keke, because when I went to South Africa, 2004, 2006 full time, and then from 2007 started working with Keke until 2011, and then Ngisa Spirit Music. So I got in there as a sessionist, and then thereafter I asked Mr. Aubrey Peacock to say, and Opa, Mr. Opa Mtsochai, I asked them that, can I get an opportunity to learn about the music business side? What happens, behind the scenes on a production? I want to learn, I want to understand. And then they said, but see, utawulamba, utawenda kanjani? I said, no, I've tried a few things at school, so I'll get a job, and then while I learn, and then I do this, as my main focus in the industry for quite some time, because the singing is not enough for me. I'm hungry for more.
True.
So then they put me in on the production. We started to work. The first production that I did was Yazaza Imvuselelo. Yeah. So they involved me in. That's where I wrote the songs like Bochezebel, quite a number of songs. That Zaza eventually sang them also. Go volume 5,
yes,
where Spirit of Praise. So started to learn there, budgeting, what puts up a show and all that, the marketing part of it, and then how do you deem an artist? The budget, the songs, are they really gonna crack the market? The style of the artist, profiling the artist and then styling the artist, and then also checking the numbers. Because they told me one very important element: numbers don't lie in this game. Yeah, you may think you are big, but it's the numbers that speak. So when we got into Inzabaye Women in Praise, we wanted to do the production called Reef City, but the numbers never picked up. And Aubrey said, do you see what I'm talking about? Numbers don't lie here. So now we need to change the concepts. And then that's where then now we discovered both chicks, Lakaya, Munguni, they were doing auditions, of ladies and all that. They wanted to form up a ladies. And then we collaborated the two. There's already Women in Praise in South Africa, so we did a studio project. But then on the studio project, we felt it has a potential. So we then joined forces with both chicks. And then they felt like, no, instead of doing the production in SA, why don't you come and do it Eswatini? We will put up everything together, and then they bahlanganisa kwaphuma budget and all that, where to promote and all that and stuff. So Umvini collaborated with Spirit Music, and then yaphuma ke Women in Praise live Eswatini. Yes. So there's quite a number of things that happen behind the scenes that we need to learn. So what interested me in the project, Women in Praise, it's the one that actually gave me a break after about Jezebel and all that with Zaza. It gave me a break because then there I wrote songs like Bokululu Tobo, Surely Goodness and Mercy and all that, rearranged Bo, Seguganing and all that, and other beautiful songs. Even Sutu songs, I started to write them, on that album. So, but the highlight was Kululu Tobo. It was an amazing, and the fact that it was also sung by Liswat. Because I wrote the song 2014, and then 2015, Women in Praise comes to play. So I tell Zaza in the rehearsal and Opa, because we had come for the final audition, that was happening, Happy Valley. So I said to them, no, don't worry, no Tando, I already have a song for her. So I said, no, don't worry, we'll rehearsal. So when Notando came for the rehearsals, she came 2 weeks before the recording, and she killed it.
Yeah.
And it gave her the break. So I was reminding her the other day, no,
but it's true. Talking about killing it, you killed it. In terms of writing this one, you did.
I'm glad it gave her the break that she needed. She had long sung in the industry, Pekabo France and all that and stuff.
Yeah, true.
So we had a journey with her as a backing vocalist, but she had more potential to be something big, yeah.
All right, Mkhaya Mbukeli, you are still watching Gospel Impact, talking about Kululu Gobo, and we're going to get that beautiful song, Mbukeli, a powerful song. But again, we're going to get it from Spirit of Praising it, and we'll stay forward then.
Simamate, whiter than snow. Purer than gold, whiter than snow.
Welcome back imbukelo Gospel Impact. Solo sendanjalo namhlanje hleleni imbukelo simvumiso lomdzala wetinsuku ngato tingoma engani siconza kunye ukuthi envumisweni sithola kuphila envumisweni sithola emandla lamasha. Sibongela ingoma lemnanzi kakhulu ingoma yakhe nothando wakahlophe ehambisana naye Spirit of Praise ingoma lethi kukhulula ugcobo. SUKZ, how do you feel when you see uyabhala pass or you dream about a song and then you put it on paper? Na so ubona seyihlatshelwa kanjena say and the numbers and everything so ubona sekuphelele. How do you feel about that?
It's an amazing and a humbling feeling because it's like it first comes as a dream and all that. I had written the song 2014 and I loved it. I had this energy. So I got to the house and I found my brothers, Bang Varashele and all that and his friends. So I started to sing the song and all that and they laughed and said, "Hey, Baf, and I said to them, this is one of the big songs that is going to hit the industry and all that. That's 2014. So 2015, then there's Women in Praise. Then, you know, and it happened. Obviously, there are a whole lot of things that happen behind the scenes because a song can be as big, but if it doesn't get enough promotion and someone to believe in it and push it, then it won't work.
Yeah,
and I'm forever indebted and grateful for Spirit Music, you know, Aubrey Peacock and Opa Mtswahai for giving me the platform, you know, for believing in me, you know, as a humble Swati guy that comes from Eswatini, because they first gave me an opportunity in Zaza.
Yes.
I wrote wonderful songs with Zaza and they worked. And then got into Volume 5, they were included and all that. I was part of that production.
Yes.
And then we got into Volume 6. After Women in Praise, we got into Volume 6, which was my last production with Spirit Music. But I learned a whole lot of things there. I worked with PNG, worked with Nazim, you know, worked with Soli Mahlangu, because from Volume 1, Volume 2 of Spirit of Praise, I've been there with them. So the legacy went on, even also on First Obrigado. I was part of that production. Yeah, Soli Mahlangu. And
I like how Mkaya you drop big names and you're dropping it like you are just talking and you're dlulang in
no,
there.
but
Now
it's
it comes
just factual. It's just factual. So let me finish.
You're dropping names like can't you just talking about bread and milk?
So when you are in the house of legends like Benjamin Dube, like Nazim, like you know, Abo Hlengiwe Mhlaba and all them, when you are in the midst of such a production, you know, you, especially in Spirit of Praise, you keep quiet and you learn. And you critique yourself, you tick boxes, and then you check yourself, you know, also learning how to put a production together. I learned that at Spirit Music. So that's why now I'm no longer just a songwriter, I'm no longer just a singer, I'm no longer a producer only, but I'm also a production director. I can put up a script from scratch, organize all parties to the last man who's gonna edit the production on camera, also on audio and all that.
Yeah,
and then also the script, interpreting the script. So I can give the script to the camera guys, and I know the end product even before. I recently worked on a production, Fandlela. I was not part of the production on the recording, on the actual recording, but I worked on all the scripts because I was doing I was presiding the elections. So on the day of the recording, I was supposed to be conducting my elections in Tamben. So I put the script all together, written the script for the camera guys and all that, the production, everything, the band, arranged the songs and all that. And then they did it without me.
Yeah.
And it came out successful because you grow into a space where you've got to be versatile. Unga be redundant and unga be stubborn and stereotype.
Yeah.
This industry is about students.
Yeah,
you need to be a student of the game, keep learning. Even now, I still feel I'm hungry because all these songs that I had written, they are now going as classics. Kulukov is about 7 years now. So I've recently worked with Colin on his new album, The Word, Prayer and Worship. He called me there. I worked with Kaya Mtetwa and all that, Takindo. I learned a lot from Kaya Mtetwa. You keep learning in this thing, so I'm still hungry. For me, I will never arrive, not even after my dream. My dream is to be a part of a production, your celebration.
Talking about that and arriving, I want to come back to because I'm going to do a part of you dropping all those big names. You've worked with amazing people, you've worked with big names, you've worked also with upcoming artists as well. But how do you still remain? I'm saying this because makaya that have to learn. You still have room to learn and become big, and the importance of remaining humble, and regardless of how big your name is. When that's not your secret. You are still the SUKZ, and yet you've dropped big names in the industry that you've worked with.
I think if you have an understanding of what the kingdom is all about, as a child of God, it's very important to be grounded on the word, be grounded on your faith, and be grounded on your principles. So my dad once taught me a principle when I was young. He said to me, uyangibona mina ngikhula ngihlonipha wonke umuntu and all that. Even after I've died, you will live and benefit kulamanye corridors because of how my legacy has been. So that's how you should live now. So we are still thriving. I'm still on the hustle game. And again, until I don't have to mention my name on corridors, until I don't have to name tag for people to take me serious, then I've not arrived. I don't know who made Coca-Cola, but Coca-Cola is a brand. So I had a choice to either make my name big or make my works big. So I chose the latter. I usually say, even if my obituary may be as short on the program, on paper, but let the legacy live on. Let there be shows and concerts, benefit concerts, where they are singing my songs, where they are basically having a 50 list of songs that are going to be sung on the night or on series of events, because I've left a legacy that says, Naseswatini, but there is something God has deposited in us that the world needs out there.
Yeah, true. Talking about the writing of songs, you want people to still remember and sing your songs and stuff. I always ask this question to my ministers that come through on the show, but today I'm so happy because I'm going to ask you, a person who writes songs. So writing songs, the importance of writing new songs. There's nothing wrong with singing, but there's nothing wrong singing Ngoma Yambali or singing Ngoma Yalindo or rearranging, but the importance of having new songs.
So having new songs in the gospel space, the Bible is cool, Bible. So let's learn to be people that read the word so that we can be able to be creative. So the importance of writing new songs is because you are able to reach out to everyone and even to the new generation with a message of hope. Because each generation, when they are stuck on a corner, they kill themselves. So it's important to have new songs so that the lyrics will be interpreted, and also the styling of the song, which is the genre part, will relate to the people, because you are not called for everyone. You are called for a specific generation. So that's why we have Bokam Tetwa, Iron and Dance and all that. We can't expect Iron and Dance to be Benjamin Dube.
Exactly.
We can't expect Linda Dlamini to be Nduduzo and stuff. So they are different, and the differences of the diversity actually brings out the color of the beautiful music in the industry. So I promote and I beseech my artist Ed that if you can't write songs for yourself, there are a whole lot of good writers out there. Guna Lungelo Mate, Nduduzo's brother, is one of the brilliant songwriters. There's Linda Dlamini is one of the brilliant songwriters. There's Nduduzo himself. There's quite a number of them. So the Shekinah also, one of the lovely artists and all that. True. I've been in shows even where she's performing in South Africa. They're really giving out there, and they are representing the nation well, and also with fresh new music. So it's very key, because new music sustains the next generation. So there's a difference between new music, so we will explain that some other time. But umfutumezo tingoma leti khombozwe ngilabanye.
Okay.
But then there's new music. But iculongo levangeli, there's a revelation altogether there, and I feel that let us not rob the people. Started the exciting part pale. Iculongo levangeli linemandla. That's why I've started the concept. Iculongo levangeli, my shows, we are doing it on Fridays because we're reviving the singing of Iculongo levangeli to the 2000s because abasa what?
Talking about the 2000s, Mkaya, sorry to cut you off. We're going to come back to that. Gwanyalo Stodnieta Babugele Makaya, a beautiful song that Mkaya wrote, Nkumanga Sia SUKZ Mbugeli, Ingoma, it's Goodness and Mercy. It was recorded in the Kingdom of Eswatini, a woman in praise to enjoy.
Flows in me, surely goodness and mercy surrounds me. I am good, yes I am good. Surely goodness and mercy surrounds me. Surely goodness and mercy flows in me. Surely goodness and mercy surrounds me. I am good, yes I am good. And I shall dwell in the presence of the Lord. I will dwell and behold, He provided for me. I am good. Yes, I am good. Hallelujah. Lord, and I shall dwell in the presence of the Lord. I will dwell and behold, Lord, you provide for me, and you provide so that I am good. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Lord, I will dwell in the presence of the Lord. I will dwell on His beauty and you perfect so that concerns I am good. Yes, I am good. Surely the presence of the
than gold, whiter than snow.
Ngithembe mbukele ukuthi athokozela tonke ingoma esiphatha namhla ehlelweni kanti siphuma a beautiful song mbukele yayo beyilapha ekhaya eSwatini ingoma lethi Surely Goodness and Mercy written by SUKZ. SUKZ, ask kancane nje briefly about the song. Uyahlangana njani le ngoma? You've heard about Khululu Gqobo that you knew this was not on the song. This one, how did it come about?
Okay, yeah, I was at All Nations, Pastor Prophet Nay's, the late church. So he was preaching about the goodness of God, you know, and that God is perfecting all that concerns us. And then I loved that sermon. It spoke to me,
Yeah.
you know, because I was going through a rough patch at that time. And God just inscribed those words to me. And then when I got home, I started to check the notes of the message, and music came, you know, the melody came, and then I started to, you know, scrap and put together all the words and then the lyrics to say, and then thereafter a melody came, and then Women in Praise was already going for a recording on a few weeks. Then I introduced the song and it worked.
Oh, okay. My sister Petoni, I cannot let you go before we talk about briefly. We just have 1 minute. The importance of relationships, because the names that you've dropped and the people that you constantly work with, it shows that the importance of relationship, and to keep that, and what does it do for a person?
You don't need to know where a relationship will lead you to. You don't need to know the benefits that you will get on a relationship. Even if there is no fruit that you see in the future out of that relationship, but maintaining and harnessing relationships in the industry, they sustain you for the longest time. Half of the people that we have seen Bapuma industry unceremoniously, even though they are so talented, is because talent will not keep you in the industry pale. You know, it's about being humble, remain level-headed, and maintain relationships. When someone asks you to work on their production, no matter how small and insignificant, no matter how an unknown artist they are, but humble yourself and work with diligence on that production, because you never know what's your and all that. And again, I always say to people, it is not about how you have worked with people and the deliverables, but it's about how you have treated people. So if I go and work with people as a production director, I make sure that even if Sinyatsela Nemakona, I make sure they understand that it was for the good of the production, but I have no attitude towards anybody whatsoever. Again, what kills artists and producers, it is the attitude towards directors and production. When you've been asked to do an assignment, go there. It's about maintaining relationships and also keeping the discipline within your artistry. Now, opinion somewhere, wait until you are asked for an opinion. Then you can make an opinion. Again, when you are called to be a songwriter in a production, understand the artist. Ngampaleli artist ingoma letam expose or langeke abe ne delivery yayo. Understand the artist. Develop a relationship and a harmony with the voice of the artist, and develop a relationship with the energy of the artist. And then from there, then you will give out your best, and the delivery will be amazing. So I really request the artist, again, the most important part, collaborations on relationships are very key. You cannot shine alone.
Amen. You can't do it alone. SUKZ, thank you so much for your time. Siyabonga kakhulu, and you're doing an amazing job. May God bless you. We appreciate you a lot. Sibonga nale msebenzi loqhubeka usatowenda. As you are saying, you haven't arrived where you want to, but siyabonga uNkulunkulu ngawe, and we we thank God lokuthi ube nathi namuhla, even having a person like you in the kingdom of Eswatini. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you so much. Mbukeli bonguye SUKZ siya wakasuka mbukeli besinayo namhla ehlelweni the work, the wonderful work that he does behind the scene, to appreciate him and say thank you for what he does, especially the artists that you've seen and the people that he's worked with, because it's one of the final product, not knowing that there are people that work behind that. Stawuphuma ke mbukeli ngengoma lemnanzi kakhulu, ingoma la ibhalile siya SUKZ, ingoma yakhe Kinelwe Hope. Ngalawo mavi mbukeli, before I even just say goodbye, I want to appreciate the people that I work with on the program and the people that work behind. You see me on a daily basis here on Sundays, but there are people that do this job. So I'd like to thank everyone that is behind doing the great great job and making sure that you guys see me smiling on your screens. Mbogeli, till we meet again next week, same time, same place. From me, Mbali Semelane Umguni, Mbembe, and God bless you.
Emoseni wake Giyalondwa izwi lakhe konkokuhle nomusa ungilandela njalo ngumelusi olungile Giyakhinwa Emoseni wake Giyalondwa izwi lakhe